So today we're chatting with Shamrock Rovers player Neil Farrugia. Neil, how are you getting on today?
Yeah, not too bad. How are things with you?
Oh, sure, good, good. You're maybe facing into your almost your third pre-season in a number of months because when you joined from Rovers, you kind of had a bit of a long-term injury. You would have probably had to go and do a pre-season and rehab to get back in. You played the last, four or five games of the season, and then you'd break pre-season for the start of this season, and now we've stopped and you're back into pre-season again. So how is three pre-seasons in a few months going for you?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm not the fittest player in the league by the end of it, then I'll be complaining. Nah, really messing. But yeah, it's preseason's always a tough one, like, because it's one of those things you dread the most, but at the same time, it's like it does you so good for the season. Like with UCD, I was actually injured for a couple of the preseasons, and I've actually felt how tough it is then during the season, having not had the preseason under your belt. So I'm not complaining. Uh, as long as I'm fit and not injured, touch wood, then I can have four preseasons. Sort of way. Um, but yeah, it is tough in terms of this whole situation is tough in general. But yeah, as long as I'm playing on the pitch, then I don't really want to complain too much.
And looking back on last season, was it maybe frustrating that it took so long to get back to fitness, but maybe very rewarding when you came back in? I think anyone that saw you play, any of the Shamrock Rovers fans, were really pleased with the contribution that you made in the last few games of the season, and even particularly in the FAI Cup final when you came off the bench, and so that frustration coupled with when you did get back on, I'm sure you were very happy with your contribution.
Yeah, to be fair, it was very, very tough when I first came into Rovers with the injury. Like I had no idea it'd take that long. Like I knew it was a bad injury to start off with, don't get me wrong. But I guess the type of injury that it was, um, your hamstring, like it's a very, very tough sort of muscle to rehab, and it's not like a set rehab program that works for every person. Like it has to be tailored to your sort of injury, and that takes a while sometimes to find the right program, to find the right sort of schedule for the muscle, and it took a while. It took at least like 5 months, the best part of 5 months to get back and going, and even during those 5 months, there's times like where I was like, oh, I think I'm nearly back, and then the next day I'd wake up and my hamstring would be sore again, and then we're back to where we started. Like it's a lot. It wasn't a straight line. 5 months is a roller coaster ride in that sense. Like so, mentally it was quite tough because I just joined a new club and all I wanted to do was play. All like that's just all I wanted to do, and having to do the rehab and watching the lads play, like I was just jealous,
Mm.
that's the feeling I had, um but you know what, I stuck at it, and in fairness to Tony, like we worked quite hard together, and like at the end, like we managed to get me back, and was feeling great when I did come back, and then obviously, like I felt like my fitness wasn't quite there. Like I felt I was still sort of behind in terms of the sharpness, but that you had to expect that after being 5 months out of injury, and especially coming to a new club, new setup and stuff. But look, I was delighted then when I did come back and I was able to play. So yeah, it did finish quite well for me.
Yeah, I've been enjoying talking to all the players about the FAI Cup final. So, what's kind of your recollection of that occasion and that weekend for you?
Yeah, like I guess it's nothing I've ever experienced before. Like it was like there's so many emotions, I guess. There's the pressure of the game, but then there is the sheer enjoyment playing in the Aviva, and being like you can't not enjoy this, that sort of way. Whatever the occasion is, like what's at stake, playing in front of that many fans as well, that's, what was it, 30,000 people? Like I've never done that before, and just even being when I was on the bench, like I was like, this is immense, and so the whole lot, like even staying in the hotel beforehand and everything was very, it's very professional, and like we were all buzzing for it, and And then when we did win it, like it was just like it was again a mixed emotion of just like oh unbelievable and then relief at the same time, being like we did this, like we won the cup, like, and it was great, to be honest. It was great.
And starting this season, I had a look at the stats. So you're one of 6 players that were involved in all the 5 league games to date. So you must have been very pleased with the start of this season as well, that your contribution on the pitch right at the start of the new season as Rovers were getting going.
Yeah, definitely. Like it's I was definitely happy because like again, as I was saying, like I hadn't really with UCD, I was injured for preseason and then coming in, like I was finding it quite hard. But for the first time in a while, like starting off the season, I felt fit. Like I felt really good. Like and I haven't actually been in that situation before, where I've come out of preseason feeling good and feeling ready to play. Like, and I was eager. And so yeah, I'm delighted that like I'm starting and I'm playing these games, like, cause like they're great, like, and but again, like, I'm feeling great, like feeling like my fitness levels are there. And so I have, like, again, I haven't been in this situation before. Like thinking back to my days at UCD, like I'm happy to be in this position. Do you know that sort of way?
I was chatting with Sean Kavanagh earlier in the week or last week, and no one is happy at all with the situation with COVID. It's obviously a huge impact on the country, on people. He had the opportunity. He was rehabbing back, so he was able to kind of avail of that. For you're in a different situation. You were finishing off your exams, but it probably gave you a chance to. You much would have preferred to be out training, but it did maybe give you a chance to concentrate on your studies, which you finished up, I think, in the last few weeks.
Yeah, that is true. Like, to be fair, if we're talking solely about college, like the whole sort of lockdown was a blessing in disguise in that sense.
Mm.
And now obviously wouldn't have wished that, but like it did give me a lot of time, like, to study, like, so when we did go into lockdown, that's all I did, like, that and the runs I was told, we were told to do, like, but um I did a lot of studying, and like at the end of the day, then when it did come to my exams, like I felt grand. I wasn't nervous. Like it was I felt ready for them. Just because I had that time to study and to get my assignments in as well. So yeah, to be fair, it was a bit of a blessing in disguise.
So you'll be waiting on exam results and some kind of graduation. Hopefully, lockdown will be over at that point when that comes about for you.
Yeah, that, like, my exam results should be coming in a few weeks now. But yeah, in terms of the graduation, I don't even know what's going to happen, to be honest, because
Yeah.
I've seen a few kind of tweets of people graduating. It's just like their laptop, like they're in their rows
Yeah,
with
yeah.
their laptop in front of it. It just looks so fake, like.
Well,
uh,
yeah. Hopefully there won't be that. And similarly, on in your footballing career, that you'll be playing in front of fans in the stadiums, which is there's a bit
yeah,
of talk. So just we're talking at the end of a week, where the first week back for training. So as I understand it, I think you guys were maybe in a pod of 5. Was it the same players you were training with during the week together in Roadstone?
um, the first day we were fives, and then we went into tens for
Okay.
the. But no, we changed it up. We did split up into attackers and defenders. Like, 10 attackers, 10 defenders. And then we, to be honest, every day it switched up. We were with different players every time. Yeah.
But you must have been great to get back out and not just kicking a football, but obviously playing practice matches. 10v10 sounds like exactly the type of thing that you probably had in your mind for a number of weeks, as you were only been able to do little bits and pieces and the fitness work with Darren Dillon and the likes.
Yeah, like it was, like it's actually so much different. Like you're, like going into training, like I was so eager to get back, like, because doing the work that we do with Darren, or even the runs that we do, like it's hard to motivate yourself. Do you know, sort of way? Like it's hard, like even when the runs are tough, when the gym sessions are tough, like it's hard to keep going. It's natural, like, but when at training, like when it does get tough in training, being with all the lads, like it is motivating. Like there's that competition competitive edge to it, and we're there supporting each other. And I've missed that part, to be honest. Like I've missed, I haven't missed the runs, but I've missed doing the runs and having the lads there supporting each other, like going through them, and having to do it together. Like sometimes when you're doing the runs in the park, like it's tough. Like you're on your own. Like you're trying to get through these runs by yourself. Like it's tough for everyone when they have to be in that situation. But I did miss that, being with the lads and motivating each other.
And it's a case that hopefully within the next few weeks, that those 10v10 playing within your own squad, it's a chance for you to play against, the other clubs, be it in a top four tournament or if the league comes back soon enough, hopefully.
Yeah, definitely. Like even if we're looking at Europe and all that, like having those games, it'll be great. Like and even just playing against the opposition team and having like a real sort of competition, where like there's an end goal to each game, whether that be 3 points or getting through the next round or something, like a bit of pressure, that sort of way. Like I'm really looking forward to that as well.
I can ask finally, are you still eligible in terms of your age to be involved with the Ireland under-21 team?
Yeah, the 21s. Yeah, I still am, because I guess the way the 21s work is if you're eligible the first time around for 21s,
Okay.
you're eligible for the whole campaign until either like we get knocked out or whatever. So yeah.
And it's a very exciting squad that you've been part of. I think any League of Ireland fan, there's always been a great interest because Stephen Kenny was the manager. But I think the excitement from having, some really impressive players that are playing across in the UK, coupled with some really exciting talent right across the league, yourself included. I'd say that experience has been very enjoyable for you.
Yeah, it's been like, to be fair, I've only been in 2 or 3 camps just because of my injury. Like my injury really like it set me back, and I guess I missed a lot when it came to the 21s. Like I missed that Toulon tournament, and that was right after my injury. Like, and so, but the times I have been there, like it's been great. Like playing with all these top quality players, like you learn so much in just a week. Like being with them, and then the likes of Stephen Kenny being there, and Jim Crawford, and Keith Andrews. Like it's having them like teaching us and teaching how they want us to play and all that. Like it's just a great way to learn. And the camps that I have been at, like I've learned lots being there.
Well, fingers crossed you'll be back representing Ireland and hopefully back representing Shamrock Rovers on the pitch. Neil, listen, thanks very much for your time today. Thanks, Mel.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Cheers. All the best.